even if it wasn't necessarily even thought of, there's always someone around trying to build this. So was this built by human operators on the Army side, or was this built by counterintelligence, or a blend?
I think it's probably a blend of it. And I think it's not just those assets. I think that, again, we talked about the fact that the DEA was clearly involved in this. We know it was. They were frog marching him down the floor or down the hallway in New York. The DEA has a huge human capability in that part of the world and have
Mm.
for 50 years. I can remember back in the mid 80s going to lectures and presentations by DEA agents who had operated in Colombia in the 80s. And, we have to remember that when you're talking about federal law enforcement and the DEA, their job isn't to take off that guy selling a dime bag on the street. They're looking at international organizations, and that is very much a human function. And they're using multi source collection to build up those models and know who is where. They're not only taking reports, they're not only interviewing and debriefing people, but they're using satellite imagery that's made available to them. They're using imagery intelligence that's showing what's where. They're using signal intercepts. Again, outside the United States, the DEA does not need to have a search warrant to collect against a non-US person. The NSA probably was heavily involved in monitoring international communications and what was going on there. So, and there is absolutely no reason to believe that the CIA did not have assets in place that
Right.
played. So you're going to have a complete blend of the CIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA,